The Arabian Peninsula is a dry land located between modern-day Iran, Iraq, and Africa. Ancient Arabs were a tribal people. Some lived as nomads, while others settled in towns. During the 6th century AD, Mecca and many other Arab cities became thriving commercial centers. Goods from Asia, Africa, and Europe flowed into Mecca. But Mecca was more than a trading city. It was a religious center, too. Most ancient Arabs were polytheistic, meaning they worshipped many different gods. Mecca was home to the Kaaba, a shrine housing many idols dedicated to these gods. Mecca was also home to a humble merchant named Muhammad. Muhammad was critical of the greed, corruption, and violence he saw in Mecca. Sometimes he went outside the city to pray. In AD 610, in a cave outside Mecca, Muhammad had a divine revelation, or vision. An angel told him to spread God's word and lead the people in a religious movement. Muhammad returned to Mecca and spoke out against poverty and injustice. He preached that there was only one God, Allah. Muhammad's new religion became known as Islam, which in Arabic means submission to God. Muhammad was known as the Prophet, and gradually he began to attract new believers who were called Muslims. The rich and powerful in Mecca felt threatened by Muhammad's calls to abandon the old gods and by his calls to eliminate inequality and injustice in society. So these city leaders forced him and about 200 of his followers to flee Mecca in 622. Muhammad settled in Yathrib, a desert city about 300 miles to the north. There, Muhammad and Islam prospered. Yathrib was renamed Medina, or City of the Prophet. Over the next 8 years, Muhammad gained allies and followers and built an army. In 630, Muhammad and his followers returned to Mecca. They took the city without a fight. Muhammad destroyed the idols of the old gods that surrounded the Kaaba, and it became the holiest shrine of the Muslim religion. Although Muhammad died 2 years after taking Mecca, Islam continued to spread under the rule of caliphs, the Muslim leaders who came after him. Islamic armies spread from Arabia east into Persia and west into Egypt and across North Africa. Within 100 years, a vast Islamic empire extended from Spain and North Africa to the edge of India. Domed mosques, minarets for calling the faithful to prayer, and teeming marketplaces spread across the empire, becoming hallmarks of the emerging Islamic civilization. Islamic scholars translated the works of ancient Greek thinkers into Arabic, keeping their ideas alive long after their original sources were destroyed. And Islamic achievements in science, medicine, literature, art, and architecture spread to Europe and contributed to the intellectual awakening called the Renaissance. From its humble beginnings, Islam grew into an empire and a world religion that lives on, with a rich past and an evolving future.